people?
Well, Andres and I are live on YouTube. Sorry, Jesse, what'd you say? I'm sorry, cut you off.
No problem. I said we're probably gonna get some more random people showing up here and there because I'm promoting it on my Instagram nowadays too.
Awesome. We're live on YouTube on mine and Andres's, and then Andres's Instagram and on my Facebook, and about to be on my TikTok.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna give someone else host so that you guys can let some people in as I'm going through this. So the reason why this is my favorite call of the week is because we get to actually not only listen to some of the results that we're producing, but what happens after we produce the result. Because just because we, live call transfer the lead doesn't mean that it's a done deal. That person could be a buy and a sell. That person could be ready to go. That person could be in a season of change and needing to find a house ASAP. But the connection after the transfer is really where the work gets done. And so, so today I'm going to review Alejandro Lopez. He has given us his permission to put him on blast. And I'm kidding. We're not going to rip him to shreds. We are going to provide some feedback, okay? For sake of privacy, I'm not going to share my screen for the leads themselves, but I'm going to share my screen in a Google Doc, and I'm going to start taking notes as I'm listening to the call. Something different this Thursday. So, Dan, good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So this first call, this ended up being a referral. He referred the business out, but I want to see how he handled it, how my ISA handled it, and let's dive in. Okay, so I'm going to press play. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's do this. So I'm going to.
Hi, Miss Ellen. Yeah. Go ahead a little bit. We're calling because you're looking for some San Mateo. Yeah. Great. Do you speak English or can speak a Mandarin or something? Oh, you need somebody to speak Mandarin? That's okay. That's okay. Oh, you need some. You're okay speaking English.
Yeah, I need a 3-bedroom, two bathroom, bedroom.
All right. Yeah. And what's your price range for this?
$220. I don't know how to remember.
But the average home prices in San Mateo can ranging from 800 to $1 million. Are you? Okay.
2 million, under 2 million.
Under 2 million.
Yeah,
okay.
Almost 2 million. Yeah.
Okay.
Single house.
Do you have a specific area you'd be interested in?
What?
Do you have any specific location or areas you'd be interested in?
Some help, Burlington, Melbury, close these areas. Yeah. Close the airport.
Close to airport?
Yeah, airport. Yeah.
Okay. And how soon are you looking to buy a home?
What do you mean?
What's your timeline? When do you see yourself buying a home?
My home now?
Like, are you looking to buy it as soon as possible?
4 years ago.
I mean, are you looking to buy within 3 to 6 months or as soon as possible?
I don't know what you mean.
I mean, you're looking to buy.
Can you take the message?
Are you looking to buy now or?
Now. But
okay.
I should go to traveling to the January 7th after.
Okay, so after January.
February. February 7th. 7th.
Okay.
After.
Okay.
I can, yeah.
Are you gonna pay cash or have you been pre-approved?
Cash.
Cash. Okay.
Yeah.
Helen, my agent Alejandro would be happy to send some properties to you and discuss your options before buying a home. Maybe you can hold it for a second. I'll try to connect you with my agent right now.
Okay. Your agent? Your agent?
Yes, Ali.
Alejandro. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, great, partner.
Ikaw naman na yung motivation, Alejandro, and you'll take over the post. Have a good day. Yeah.
Hello, Helen. How are you?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, great. So I heard that English not so good, right?
Yeah, my little limited.
No problem. Initially, I wanted to, introduce myself.
Yeah.
I am very familiar with the market in San Mateo, and in my team member told me that you are looking to buy in the next month or so. Do you live in San Mateo?
I live in Burlington.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a house in Burlington?
No, I have an apartment in Burlington. Apartment.
Oh, okay, apartment.
Yeah.
You're fine.
To the owner.
Oh, okay. Like, would you like to set up
In both.
you want to buy a house? Would you like me to set up a conversation with the Mandarin speaking agent?
It's okay.
Okay, great. What is the best phone number? Can I have your best phone number so we can set it up, and I can send you a text also?
That's okay. Like I think that he's English, I know.
Yeah. No, but I think it would be better, right, to talk to Matt.
Yeah. That's
I have a colleague.
take message. I can see.
Yes. What is the number? The phone number. What is the best phone number?
Right now, this phone number. You
This is good.
call me.
Okay.
This phone
Okay.
number.
No, that's
Okay.
no problem. So
Okay.
I will talk to my partner. My partner is Chinese, and
Oh,
he's yeah, it's really good. And that way we can talk about it in more detail.
Okay.
Yes. Her name is Lin Lin.
Yeah.
Lin.
Lin.
We'll be calling her tomorrow. Yes, we'll be calling her tomorrow.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about some small hinges that swing big doors, because that's why we're here, right, guys? We're here to talk about what are the small things that we could have done to improve that call. That was a very short call, obviously. I want to. This is something that I see over and over again. So forgive me if I sound like a broken record here. When you get a live call transfer, we've already gathered the nitty gritty details. And so when if you only have 4 minutes to talk with someone, we don't want 2 or 3 of those minutes spent trying to gather, what's your best phone number, or, what's the best email I can send you a list of properties. We just want you to focus on the person, right? Now, obviously this was a little tough situation, $2 million budget, and in San Mateo, California, that's definitely realistic, a $2 million budget. And in the Bay Area, if you guys know or are familiar, there's quite a population of Mandarin-speaking homeowners, and so I think you did a fantastic job, Alejandro, of referring immediately to his partner, so that he could better serve that person, because you could kind of tell the person was a little irritated that, hey, I just want to leave a message. Like, is it possible? So when I heard that best phone number, did you guys hear the shift in the tone? Like, even though she was like still giving him a chance, still giving him, an opportunity to refer or possibly help her, as soon as he asked that question about the best phone number, it was kind of like, what? The one I'm calling you on, the one we're talking on, like, you should know this. It's 2025, right? So not to poo-poo on Alejandro, because he's not here, but I'm sure he's going to get this recording. When you're on the phone with someone, just focus on them, okay? The nitty-gritty details, the contact details, all that stuff is going to be provided to you, if it's not already sent to you in a text and an email, okay? So anyone have anything to add to that? I know that was a really short call.
The call tomorrow wasn't a definite plan. It was more kind of like a vague, we'll get in touch with you. She'll call you tomorrow, instead of like a nailed down, she'll call you. And I get that was hard because he didn't have her on the line, so he didn't know exactly when she was available. I guess maybe the way to kind of get around that would be to ask the lead what would be the best time tomorrow for her to reach you. That way, at least on one end, there's a time frame and it's not just all day long. When's the call gonna come?
100%. Thank you, Heather, for picking that up, because I say this probably on every single live call transfer review that we have. Book a meeting from a meeting. If you guys are taking notes, if you're like me, I like putting Post-its all over my desk so I can see them over and over again. If you're taking notes, write this one down. Bam, fam. Book a meeting from a meeting. And right next to it, cat fat. Create a task from a task. Cat fat. Okay. When you're on the phone with someone and Heather, what you thought, of course, I don't know that person's calendar. I don't know if they're available. A lot of agents have that thought. And I actually want to make the parallel with making the connection with your lender, for example. Okay, if I got a $2 million buyer, or if I have someone who's ready to go ASAP, and I want to set up next steps, okay, even if I don't know Matt, I'm just going to use you because you're the only lender in this room. If I don't have Matt's calendar in front of me, and I'm talking to a buyer, and this person's ready to go, and they say, and I set next steps for tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Even if I don't have Matt's calendar, as soon as I'm off the phone, I'm calling Matt up. Matt, I don't care what you're doing. At 1 o'clock, I need you. Right? And Matt, being an awesome LO, he's probably going to say yes, unless he's with another client at a closing, etc. But my point to this is to not have that concern, because 9 times out of 10, when you call that person who is wanting to take the referral or wanting to take that loan application, 9 times out of 10, it's money. They will move their calendar around. They will speak with their spouse beforehand and say, hey, can you watch the kids for just 30 minutes while I connect with this person? They will move their calendar around. So, and then what's the worst case scenario? What's the worst that could happen? Where you make a commitment with someone, and then you say, and then you call that person. I call Matt up, and Matt's like, no, I'm sorry. I already made a commitment with another agent at that time with their buyer, and I have to adhere to it. Okay, no worries. Can you meet 30 minutes prior? Can you meet 15 minutes after? Let's do that. And then Matt says, yes, I could definitely do 30 minutes prior. Awesome, cool. Now I'm calling that person right back up, or I'm texting that person and I'm saying, hey, I just spoke with Matt. I just want to confirm it's 30 minutes tomorrow. Can we actually meet up or tag up 30 minutes prior to 1 o'clock, 12:30? Okay. That's the worst thing that could happen. And if the person says no, then then at that point, then you're just working around their schedule and coordinating. But my point is, you don't want to leave someone in no man's land. And the whole, let me get back to you. Who's ever had, let me get back to you, and then they don't get back to you? Just about everyone in sales. Yeah. Just about everyone in sales. So booking a meeting from a meeting. Thank you, Heather, for bringing that up, because that's key. All right, this next call. I'm reading my notes here. Budget is 1.2, looking 3 bed, 2 bath, ASAP. Let's see. Let's listen.
Well, my name is Joe. Go ahead, go. You were inquiring about the 3-bedroom home in Illinois?
Yes. I put my name on it, and I saw your Instagram. I know I have been looking because I'm expecting to take a flip.
Oh, you're big.
Yes, I want to be just a new career. I am a UPS driver, so I work in Oakland, and I usually what I do the long haul to Chicago, Texas. But when it's a long distance, then I go package. So that means I got to do delivery to the Browning.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, we would love to set the property for you to explore your options if ever you decide to buy a home. What's your budget if ever you plan to buy a home?
Well, the budget is like maybe like $1 million, maybe actually 1.2, but it will be for business purposes.
So you want something a good deal?
Yes, a good deal. Yeah, it has to be discounted because I have to pay for the car money, the private. There's some cost to pay the expenses as well. The house of market.
I got you. What's your timeline if ever you find something you like and it's a good deal?
Anytime it's whenever the house is available, like a rent, especially house market, because when the house goes on the NLS, everybody knows, especially sharks, the big fish, they go and go get it.
That's totally correct. the house that sells fast if it's really good deal we have to sell fast in the market. Yeah, definitely we could look into some of your options and maybe in off-market houses. And are you looking to pay cash or have you been pre-approved?
No, it is for we need to get a property first, and then we get a permit fund, and then we go talk to the hard money lender and the private. I have some money on my own, like e-loan, to start running the a pay up things and get reimbursed by the hard money lender, and on and on.
Okay. Okay. And do you have any agents already working with?
No, I don't right now.
Okay. Apolinar, my agent Alejandro would be happy to send some properties to you and also maybe discuss your options before buying a home. Maybe you could hold on for a second. I'll try to connect you with him right now.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
I gotta say, John does a great job of staying calm and handling the conversation from one client to the
And I
next.
was told by my colleague.
Hey, Apolinar, got here my agent Alejandro, and he's going to take over responsibility of everything. Back now.
Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, Apolinar.
Yeah, this is Apolinar Bautista.
Okay, nice meeting you, Apolinar. Yeah, my name is Alejandro Lopez. I work with the Real Estate Expert Realty. Been doing this for about 18 years. And I was told by my colleague that you wanted to start, hopefully, flipping homes, right?
Yes, we can flip it. So what I'm looking for is like discounted properties off market, because I was telling your partner that when a house goes on the MLS, they get exposed. Everybody can see it. It's problem already. Usually the sharks, they go and grab it because they have more money power than when you are like a small fish and trying to start your own business.
That's correct. There's a good amount of sharks right now in the Bay Area. I get about 5 calls a day. People, investors asking me for properties, right? So definitely you need to develop a relationship with an agent, or ideally more than one, that can give you those opportunities. They come not very often, but they come up, and there are special situations, right? Situations where maybe the seller does not want to go through the process of fixing anything. They want an easy transaction. So yeah, you need to have the team ready. He mentioned that you have already a lender lined up, or you're working on that?
Yes, I have a lender, hard money lender, and I have some money on my own. Yeah, some money in a private lender.
Okay, no, that's a good start. Where do you live now, Apolinar?
I live in South San Francisco.
Okay, so we're neighbors. I live in South San Francisco as well. Do you speak Spanish too? I'm just wondering because of.
Sí, hablo español.
Bueno, no, está bien, no se prefiere. Si prefiere hablar español. Porque a veces el nombre puede ser filipino también, entonces. No sé.
So at this point, I'm going to have to pause because I don't understand Spanish. Alejandro, can you understand what's going on here?
Así, porque en esta área hay muchos filipinos de South City, Daly City.
Así es. No, pues bueno saberlo. Mira, somos vecinos. Yo vivo aquí por el lado de Brentwood, detrás de Smart Final, en South San Francisco. No sé si conoces.
Sí, donde está la taquería Los Cuates.
Eso mismo. Exactamente. ¿Por qué lado de South City vives tú?
El Orange Park.
Okay,
donde está el restaurante.
All right, so what's going on?
They're both familiar with the area. They live not too far from each other. They're establishing their relationship.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. For the sake of time, I'm gonna go to the next call because it is quite a long one, and this one I can't provide any feedback for. But so far. Mm-hmm.
I think the next one I send you is in English.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, Priscilla.
Yes, this is she.
Hi, I hope you're doing well. My name is Joe, real estate assistant to Alejandro Lopez. We're calling because you're looking for places in San Mateo, is that right?
Yeah, we're not quite ready. We're starting to look. We're probably going to be next year, not this year. But I just, I would like to get some, never know, if we find the right place at the right time. But I'll plan it for next year, just to let you know. Mm-hmm.
Got it, no worries. You're doing
I'm sorry, we are from Oregon. Mm-hmm. And my husband was working in San Bruno. And I really like the area around that area.
That one in Spanish too.
Right.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job trying to explore your options before moving.
Is it really?
So I believe you would catch your eyes would be like the ad that you saw on Facebook for homes after around 8,000.
Yes, that's yeah.
All right. Which one? Can you give me the link, Andres, in the chat? Thank you guys for your patience. Oh, yeah, you got it. Okay. All right. Let's see.
For the guys just joining us on Zoom, we are doing Training Thursday, which is script practice, role play. It's specifically designed for real estate environment, but it can be used and translated to any type of sales position.
All right. One of these calls is 26 minutes long, and then the other call is 15 minutes long. All right. I'm going to use this 15-minute call. We're going to condense this.
My name is you get her.
Oh, this is me.
What Bill?
I'm going to switch.
I'm really going to say.
Bear with us, guys, while we get a phone call.
If you're through and he will take over the call. So what do you read?
Only yo.
Yo, okay, well, nice meeting you. Yeah, I mean, John mentioned that ideally you would like to, hopefully in the near future find something in San Mateo, right? A home in San Mateo?
San Mateo County. San Mateo County.
San Mateo County. So you're open
Yeah,
to,
there's all kinds of things. Daily
from
City,
right. Daily City up to what?
South San
Mateo,
Francisco.
Rebel City.
Exactly.
Got it. Where do you live now?
Hey, me and my family, we're from South San Francisco. We live in Colma now. We're renting in Colma.
Okay, great. I actually personally live in South San Francisco right now, near the neighborhood behind the Smart Final. It's called Brentwood.
Yeah. We grew up in South City. I know South City very well. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm very familiar with the area. I've been doing real estate in the peninsula for almost 20 years.
I'm sorry, you're Eduardo, right?
I'm sorry?
What was your name again? Eduardo, right?
Alejandro. You can call me Alex if you like.
Okay. Alex, so I just kind of, I just started kind of looking into stuff because, and really what worries me, so we're not with each other. It boils down to these monthly payments on these homes.
Yes.
The monthly payment, I'll be straight with you. If it's going to be over $5,000, I can't afford it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's what it pays down.
I agree.
I have great credit. I don't have debt. I have one loan that's out there that I took out, a personal loan for like $8,000. I don't have credit card debt. It's just, I've been at my job for 23 years, and what scares me are these monthly payments and the interest rates. So I just started looking into stuff and man, it boils down to this monthly payments. Any monthly payments they want around here outrageous, and we don't want to leave to the value or.
Now, I just want to say this: how many people have had talked to a buyer who is concerned about the interest rates recently? So when you're talking with someone who's concerned about interest rates, they're having not only a talk track of how to handle that, but listen to why they're concerned about those interest rates is absolutely critical. Let's listen to how he handles this.
Or Sacramento and that shit. Be on my wife, so.
Got it.
It boils down to these monthly payments, dude. I'm not looking for a big fancy house. I don't even care how many units to just get started. But
yeah,
that's good to know.
I
started kind of investigating. It all boils down to these monthly payments. That's what it boils down to. I'm not scared to get out. It's the monthly payments,
It's the monthly payments. So ideally, what would be the payment that you feel that you could afford? Let's say the highest. What would be the number?
$5,000. That's
$5,000. Well, that's a start, Joe, because, like you said, there is one thing that we control and one thing that we don't, right? And right now, what changed in the market were the interest rates, right? Do you remember back before 2022, right, where the rates were under 3%? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So, obviously,
I missed it.
So basically, so that was definitely the payment, looking at the rates compared to now, where we are around 6.5%, obviously at 3%, it's $1,000 less, give or take, for that monthly payment. However, the difference was that the competition was not for single-family homes. And condos and townhouses, maybe in a lesser degree, but homes were crazy, right? So you saw a house for $900,000, it would sell for 1.4, right?
Yeah.
Right now, the
is that, yeah, the interest rates are higher, but the competition is way lesser. Especially with condos and townhomes, there is a good opportunities there. So I guess the question will be, I think, find out what have you purchased, keeping the payment at $5,000 per month. Now, the other question would be, do you have a down payment available? Would you need a program that, doesn't need a higher down payment? What's your situation on that right now?
The first time buyer program or whatever, and yes, a way to get in without a higher down payment, help with that. I have a little bit of money, but that's all I really have. All up, I'm happy, but yeah, I would be some kind
Right. Yeah, so it will be a balance. I mean, you'll have to kind of find a program where you don't require a high down payment, but at the same time, keeping the payment lower. I see, keeping the payment under 5,000. I see definitely the different options with condominiums, possibly a townhome. With a home, it will be a little harder, to be honest with you, because I think that when we do the math right now, let's say, just for general information, what's the minimum requirement of bedrooms and baths that you would have to have for your family? Number of bedrooms and bathrooms.
There's four of us. Me and my wife. We have a little baby who's 3 years old, and we have a 14-year-old daughter. So I mean,
3 bedrooms as a minimum.
Yeah, I understand having to tough it out for a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear you, because obviously it sounds like 4 bedrooms would be ideal, but 4 bedrooms in our area
well,
would be really hard, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
But maybe 3 bedrooms it's a doable thing. 3 bedrooms is a possibility with a condo or a townhome. For instance, I have one condo in San Mateo right now for 3 bedrooms, 1 bath for $740,000, but HOA2s are a little high on that one, so I wouldn't recommend that one. But I'm just trying to figure out that there might be a situation there that would be beneficial for you. Have you ever talked to a lender, or have you talked to a lender recently, Joe, in regard to purchase yours?
I did the process of filling stuff out for Rocket Mortgage to see what I qualified for, but if I were to lease to the Valley, I could afford all kinds of shit. But I go up to the Valley, I go to Sacramento.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go. How about? Just curious. Just for information. Would you be open to an area like Hayward, for instance, or not?
Possibly, man. Possibly.
Yeah. The reason I ask, is because for the same reason, I have gone with people all over the place.
Okay, I just got to stop right here and put some emphasis on this. I think Alejandro did a phenomenal job of not making the person feel bad about his budget. He didn't make him feel bad about his budget. He's got a budget of up to $5,000 per month. That's at least his tolerance. He's mentioned he's got one loan that he could pay off for $8,000. But other than that, little to no DTI. And the way Alejandro made it so that there was options, like, hey, you're looking for a 4-bed, whatever bath in San Mateo. Prices are starting at $1 million for a shack, right? That's a very expensive mortgage. And to politely ask, is there any other areas that you'd be open to? And I say this and I emphasize this. Some of you guys are probably listening, watching this, like, what? That's like, what? Like, duh, wouldn't you want to ask that? Like, duh. But so many call reviews I listen to, and we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap this up in less than 5 minutes. So many call reviews that we have where the person gets met with a impossibility. And I put that in quotes because the agent says, oh, there's absolutely nothing there. It's going to be tough. Yeah, just hit me up when you pay off that loan, or hit me up when you want to do X, Y, and Z. And some of you guys might be thinking, like, there's no way in hell, like someone said, I trust me. People say this as soon as they get hit with a semi-difficult situation, right? In Huntsville, Alabama, the median home price is anywhere from like $350 to $300, depending on where you're at. And so if someone comes to us and says, hey, I'm looking for a 4-bed, 2-bath, under $200,000, those type of leads get rejected all the time. They get shut down all the time. And we had a deal where a lead opted into a Zillow campaign, and that lead told the agent, said, hey, I want to purchase this property, 123 Banana Street. Can you submit this offer? And the offer was obviously a lowball offer. And the agent, instead of taking that buyer seriously, and submitting an official offer, that agent calls the listing agent. Who thinks that that's a smart idea? Anyways, he calls the listing agent. Obviously, the listing agent is like, no, we're not going to accept an offer like that. So he doesn't even bother to call the lead back. So the lead opts into my campaign. My agent follows up with that person. Instead of calling the listing agent, submits an official lowball offer. And you know what happens? They counter 5,000 above what the offer was, and they go under contract. And so I say this because what Alejandro did was he took, what might seem like a difficult situation, and he said, hey, there's other options here. There's other ways that we could do this. If you don't mind a commute, if you don't mind living here, and he said, you don't want to live in Sacramento, which is like 4 hours away, which 800,000, if that's your budget, 800,000, you can do a lot in Sacramento. Maybe he might want to live in East Bay. All right, there's cheaper houses in East Bay. So I just wanted to pause right here and just say that Alejandro did a fantastic job of not making this person feel bad. Because these internet leads, and we heard this, I think, 2 live call transfer review called 2 trainings ago. We actually heard this. Someone said, I don't want to be a burden. And we hear that all the time. I don't want to be a burden. So they're already talking to a stranger. They feel like they're a burden on someone because they're not paying them. 9 times out of 10, we all get paid at close, right? So these consumers, these home buyers, feel like a burden. So I just wanted to pause, emphasize this. And even though he's not here, Alejandro, you did a fantastic job here. All right, I'm going to play this for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to wrap this up.
Hayward is the one place, like the Hayward on the Andrews and Lorenzo, that it's still a little bit affordable in some of these areas, and it's only broken the bridge right there. It's basically some of
I have a lot of them. I have a lot of them now. That you don't know.
Right, and that's where you could probably find a single family home in the 700s. I think in Hayward still, there's a possibility. Right, I'm just thinking out loud. Right. How about, what I would suggest, Joe, because I would love to have the opportunity to go over, and have more, of a conversation about your needs and everything else. Is, I would say, I would, wait for the results that you have through Rocket Mortgage, which I know, and they are pretty competitive. At the same time, if it's okay with you, I can send you a couple of names of lenders that I have worked with that are pretty good. They have different programs available that might be of benefit to you, and then you can compare. Would that be something that you'd be interested in?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So that's great. So what I'll do, what I do initially is send you the information, and we can go from there. What will be the best number? The best number to present it to?
This number here is 50 271 7810.
271?
650 271 7810.
You guys see what I mean?
7810. Okay, great. So what I'll do, I will send you my contact information.
Just about every call.
And then the name of a couple of lenders that I know for many years that could be beneficial. Rocket Mortgage is good. The only thing about Rocket Mortgage, like all these online lenders, is that communication is not phenomenal. I mean, they're kind of like they have a different way of doing business, and sometimes when you have more questions, they might not be the best to answer those questions. Sometimes, and I think that it's good to have a good experienced lender to go over different options.
Send me the information, and I'll reach out.
Sounds like a plan, and then I will go from there. I would say there is a possibility in the area with condos and townhomes, and in cities such as Hayward, San Leandro, San Lorenzo, for single family homes. I think with the payment that you mentioned, the $5,000 mark, we're taking.
Okay, all right. Thank you for your time. Send me the information, and I'll go forward.
My pleasure. We'll be in touch. I'll send you that soon.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys already know what I'm about to say. You guys didn't book the appointment. Didn't book next steps. Also, another small hinge that'll swing a big door. Where are you at with Rocket? Also, if I want to sound like a fiduciary, if I want to sound, is that the right way? if I want to sound like I have their fiduciary responsibility to give them the best result, I'm going to be speaking to, hey, we want to get you the best rate. I want to get you the best deal. Communication, yeah, like to us as real estate professionals, that stuff matters to us, yes. but to the person, what they're actually thinking of, when I think of my last lender, do I think about how much he communicated with me, or do I think about the interest rate? Do I think about the best deal? I usually think about the best deal. So where are you at with Rocket? That would have been a great question to ask. Where are you at in the process? And then booking a meeting from a meeting. And then what if that person said, Andres, can I ask you this? What if that person says, oh, Andres, I'll get back to you, I'll get back to you next week.
Perfect, Sean, no worries. If I don't hear back from you by Tuesday, can I follow up with you on Wednesday afternoon?
Absolutely, Andres. So,
I like Matt question, why did he pick Rocket? That's another conversation, why you picked Rocket, what drove your interest towards that, and you can elaborate that on a little bit more and be able to make that connection then.
Yeah. Why Rocket? Where are you at in the process? All right, guys, we're 7 minutes over. I think, did you guys get some value from this call? I always try to provide more information than you knew coming into this call, and my promise every time is that you know how to apply it in your business that same day. Did I fulfill that promise today? Dan?
Just a quick highlight that
Accountable. No.
Consistently see that they don't book the appointment from the appointment, and they repeatedly ask for their contact information, confirm the information that they already have. So just to be on the lookout for the next conversation, the next calls. And if you get a live transfer, be aware of that.
Very true. Very true. We hear too often they're asking questions that have already been answered. And by the way, there's a difference in asking and confirming. I just want to confirm, is 123 Banana Street your address? Because if now they're having to repeat themselves, it's like, what the hell did I talk to your assistant for? Excuse my French here. All right, guys, keep being awesome. We'll see you.
All right, guys, that is the end of our training session today. We do them every day of the week, Monday through Friday. We have our training sessions at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then our podcast, Real Talk with Andres and Heather, is every Tuesday and Thursday at 11:30. Don't forget to tune in for that, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hello, Belle, if that's your real name.
Hello.
Hello, Belle, if that's your real name.